Today, I'm here to talk about sex. So, when this biological awakening happens, this biological awakening being nothing mystical, nothing exotic or otherworldly, other than just resting here and now in the body without trying to fix or improve it. In simple words, more and more in the body and less in the mind, more rooted, less floating. So once this happens, when the system stops fighting itself, when the mind, which is the noisemaker, stops being paid attention to compulsively, and instead you're listening to the felt presence in the body, the hunger and the urgency of the sex drive, the libido, gets quieter, much quieter. It isn't reactive anymore. It's not compulsive. It's light. It's easy. Now, this does not mean that there is no vitality, no virility, no fire in the loins, as they say. It's definitely there. But it's more responsive, more situational, and less restless. Sex isn't shut out, but it stops yanking you around like it used to. You could go out in a mall, in a restaurant, out on the street. An attractive woman could pass you by, no? Toss her hair, give you a playful look, smile at you. And you can enjoy the intimacy of of that moment, of that light movement within you of attraction. It comes up, but immediately as it comes up, the biological system roots you back into that felt presence. And that movement dissolves. Why just woman? Even if you look at a tall, handsome man, you could still admire, even though you might not be interested. You could still admire the beauty of a man, too, the jawline, the shape, the lines, the way they present themselves. And again, that movement arises and then dissolves back into the rooted presence of the biological system. Then sex is no longer coming from craving, because you're rooted in presence. So the mind is quiet, it's thinning out. So you're not in fantasy mode anymore. You're not fantasizing about being in certain situations that might be hot and heated. When it happens, it's there. And when it's not happening, there is no demand for any sort of attention. So that pull, that craving gets totally demolished. What's left is an open availability for intimacy. You still want to enjoy intimacy with a woman who's open, who's available, who's warm, who's alive. So intimacy, emotional connection becomes a priority. And sex is just an extension of that. When the body wants sex, it moves if it's available. And when the body doesn't want sex, it doesn't artificially manufacture it in the mind, playing over scenarios that are simply not present here and now in the body. So that's all I have to say about sex without hunger. And I leave it up to you to make of it whatever you may.